Hey, welcome back to A Faster Me. Lately I've been doing a lot of indoor rides on Zwift. Haven't been filming that much, so thought maybe I'd give you a look at my training setup, my indoor Zwift setup, and this would be part one of two. And after this little tour of the training room, we'll give you a set of the strength training, the garage gym. So anyway, let's take a look. All right, the room's kind of small, but that's what I'm working with. So basically have a his and her setup here. My wife's side, my side with the treadmill in the middle. And I'll basically go over all the things that I have. So basically we both have Wahoo kicker trainers. She has the new kicker. I have the little bit older kicker. I think mine's a kicker 18 or something. Hers is basically the same thing. It just has like kind of some shocks on the bottom. This is my bike. It's a Specialized Tarmac Pro 2019. Di2. Run 52 36 gearing with the 1130 in the back. Got the nice Roval CL50s, not the CLX. This is kind of like the lower model rims or wheels. Got the Wahoo desk set up here, and the desks are pretty expensive, but they're also pretty nice. They're constructed pretty well. The cost is pretty high, so I understand why people don't get them. They're adjustable, but I like them. They're very, very easy to assemble, and they're pretty sturdy. The Wahoo desk actually costs almost as much as this treadmill. So coming over to this side, got the amp Lotion, some couple spare seats that I have, inner tubes, CO2, stuff like that. And this little item here, can't leave home without it, the booty bomb. That is a lifesaver on your butt. Down below, I got my shoes, some of the warm gear, leg warmers, arm warmers, things like that, and my socks. You can see the Xterra gun there. That's great for recovery, and a little exercise ball. Up on the next shelf, got my gloves, sweat towels, a mask that I wear when I'm riding, helmet, glasses, things like that. Looks like I'm sponsored by Hammer, but I am not. Got full shelves of Hammer recovery products and energy products. Got some SIS also. And I'm trying out some new Gatorade energy gels as well. Got little hydration tablets up here. Those things are pretty good as well. Just good to flavor your water. I don't like to take in, I use heat actually, where you see the empty spot up there on the shelf. That's usually where a big bucket of heat is usually sitting there, but I might cut back on the heat. I love it, it tastes good, but the only thing is, if you don't drink it all at once, and you let your bottle sit for a day or something like that, the heat kind of spoils in there. And I don't know why it spoils. It's not supposed to have dairy in it, but maybe it does. I'm not sure. And it kind of tastes bad or starts like mold or something. So anyway, moving on to my treadmill here that I don't use that often, but I had some joint pain when I tried to run again outside. And I invested in this treadmill just to get used to running again on a softer surface before I run back outside again, and it's worked great. This is a pretty cheap treadmill. It's an Xterra 150, and it's only about $300, but it works actually really well. I haven't had an issue with it. The track here is like a little bit small, but most tracks are pretty small on the home treadmills. And then it's a little difficult sometimes, like you got to get the track right. If you can see it's more room on the right than it is on the left, you can adjust it. It moves back and forth, but over time that keeps getting out of adjustment and you have to keep adjusting it. So it's a little annoying, but for $300, what do you expect out of a treadmill? The good thing I like about this treadmill though, is it goes up to 10 miles per hour. And though that's not as fast as some of the larger treadmills, some of the other cheaper treadmills do not run 10 miles per hour. So they're not really even made for running. You can basically only jog on them or walk on them, because some of them are a max of 6 miles per hour or 7 miles per hour. And that's just jogging speed. You can't actually run on them. And then my wife's side, my wife basically has the same bike, but hers is the Expert model. So she has the Specialized Tarmac Expert, beautiful color scheme. I don't know what it looks on camera right now. It probably looks blue, but it's actually blue and purple, kind of like a chameleon. Depending on how you look at it, it turns purple sometimes, and then it's blue other times. The only difference really between our bike is like very minor differences. We both have Xterra Di2. She has different wheels. She has I think they're CX38s or something like that. And mine are the 50. So her wheels are like kind of cheaper than mine, but other than that, we basically have the same bike. Same setup here with the Wahoo desk. Again, they're expensive, but they're very nice though. Let me see. If you can see here, the way I have mine set up, it's perfect for your Zwift setup. You got your phone here that you can type, text, do whatever you want, change things. You make U-turns, all that. They have this nice little tray here where you can put things. I have my cords going through there to charge my phone at the same time. Laptop setup, obvious. And then of course it's adjustable by these little blue buttons here. And you can raise it, lower it, whatever you want to do. The trusty fan, it's just a cheap fan. I don't know, maybe $30 fan or something. It works great for now. I had a little AC unit in my old place that I hung in the window, and I'll probably do that again once it gets really hot. But since it's been cold, it's not a big deal or anything. My wife basically has her own nutrition over here. If you can see all these goos, Cliff Gel shots and stuff like that. So she has her own setup, her own shoes, and clothing, helmets, all that kind of stuff set up here. I shoot it pretty raw. If you've seen any of my videos, it's what I like. I like the raw parts of cycling. I don't really stage too many things. This is how my room is set up every day. This is how I train. And let me come back over here real quick and give you a little rundown on the products I have over here. So starting here with the Amp Lotion. I know most of you have heard of Amp Lotion. I love Amp Lotion. It works pretty good. I've been using it for a couple years now, even when they had a different name and different bottle and a different formula. So if you see my bottles are laying down, and the reason I do that opposed to having them upright is Amp Lotion, even though it works well, it does not mix well. So if you let your bottle sit too long, it kind of separates inside the bottle, and then it's hard to shake up and mix. And what you'll get when you put it on is you'll get like a chalky feeling or consistency, and it doesn't rub into your legs. It just turns to kind of like chalk. So you need to have it where you can shake it well, mix it up real good, and it should rub in pretty smooth. They did change the formula and they improved that, but it's still not so great to me as far as the consistency of the lotion. Over here, if you see the red inner tubes and the black inner tubes, they're both specialized inner tubes, but the red ones are the lightweight ones, and they come with like a powder. It's pretty good getting your rim on and off, but obviously they are a little more susceptible to punctures because they're thinner and lighter. And then the black ones are kind of like the standard inner tube. So as far as the nutrition goes, Recoverite. If you see that Recoverite up there, I have like 6-7 bottles up there, I'm not sure, or containers. But Hammer's a pretty good company. They have good deals every once in a while. So at one point they had they're selling them for 50% off or whatever it was. So I bought a bunch at that time, since we use them basically after every ride. I take one of these Recoverite drinks. I'm all plant-based, so we get the vegan kind. But yeah, I like it. It works well, and that's why I have so many products. Down here is pretty nice if you're not a big fan of gels. Gels sometimes are too thick for some people. They have to mix it with water or things like that. I only like certain gels as well. I like the goo. SIS is pretty good, and these Gatorade gels are pretty good as well. They're kind of thinner. If you ever had like a Cliff gel, that thing is like, I don't know, like, you know, squirting a big thing of peanut butter in your mouth. Is super thick. But what Hammer does with these here is you you put a little bit of the Hammer gel in these little bottles here. You put it into these little shot bottles here, mix it with water, shake it up, and then on your right, it's easy to drink. It's not as messy. You don't have to tear anything, and you don't have to throw anything away. Just shake it up, drink it. You can put it in a single shot, double shot, triple shot, and it's basically the same as carrying 3 gels, and you just drink a third of it at a time. 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, drink another third, and so on. So that's pretty much it as far as my home gym setup. You know, it's pretty simple. There's 2 of us, so we basically do everything. It adds to the expense a little because I have to buy 2 of everything. Treadmill we only bought 1 of because 1, we don't have room, and 2, we don't use it that often. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know what you think about it or how I can improve it. And next time I give you all a view of my home gym. It's not completely built. I'm finishing the floor right now, but I have my weights and all that kind of stuff in there, and we'll take a view of that next time. So ride safe, and I'll see you soon.